No result against the drones, Ford reported tightly. Missiles are too slow. They just dodge. They're too small and fast for even lasers at this range. Our accuracy is just not high enough. And the range is? Asked Abson. 110 clicks, give or take, sir. How big are the drones? Scoggins? About the size of a UAV. They just have too much acceleration. How can they carry enough fuel to do all this dodging? Silence reigned for a long moment. Then Rick Johnstone spoke up. Sir? They might be collecting fuel from their surroundings. If their fusion drive can use any fuel, they could be eating the dust and debris. If they get anywhere near full automatic efficiency, it would be enough. Ford glared at Rick, who ignored him as he went on. One more thing, sir. They are talking to the frigate. I'm picking up telemetry like we did before. Didn't we crack their code? Abson asked, leaning forward eagerly. Not this one. This is much more sophisticated. But I took the liberty of getting the Kim Park working on it, and I estimate decryption in approximately 17 hours. Abson shook his head while Ford smirked. It will all be over by then, but thanks anyway. He saw Johnstone give a very unmilitary shrug and turned back to his board. As long as there's no outright insubordination, I think I'll ignore shrugs and smirks. Clearing the cloud in 10 seconds, Captain, Okuda called. Stay sharp, people. If we see him, hit him with everything we have. The screens showed several synthesized pictures, blending optical and virtual when possible. The bridge crew watched Orion approach the edge of the cloud, hearing the faint whine of Sea-Whiz fire from time to time as the Gatlings broke up or drove off anything big or fast enough to do damage. Even a small rock with enough velocity could take out an R2-D2, an arrowfish, or a sensor. Abruptly, the view opened up as the debris field seemed to fall behind and sideways. Scoggins yelled, "Gotcha!" A large red crosshair highlighted the frigate, now a blinding white blob against the starry black. Beside the icon, range showed 68.6 and falling. Ford, engage, Abson snapped, as the weapons officer stabbed down at his console. Laser strike initiated. Recharging. DB's firing. Missile salvo away. How long to recharge the lasers? Approximately 15 seconds. Any effects? None visible. High reflectivity of the enemy is probably a mitigation strategy for laser weapons. Oh! Ford gaped and pointed at the main screen. The enemy frigate suddenly sparkled, then several small flares appeared on its sides. Report! Looks like kinetic strike, sir. Some of the railguns hit it, knocked it sideways a bit, and the flares were probably thruster corrections. So they have thruster power and they have some control, enough to keep their pointed nose directly toward us, which will make them hard to hurt. But their main drive must be out, or they would have run. I mean, why stay and fight when we're so damn slow? Abson bit his tongue, clamping down on his flow of speech. Stop running your mouth, Henrik. They need confidence, not doubt. Or perhaps they have a short-range weapons that can take us out, Okuda suggested. No, Abson responded. That makes no sense. They could stand off out of our range and pound us with those hypervelocity missiles. In fact, they could do that now. We're nose on, and we couldn't avoid them. Oh my God, are we nose on? No, Captain, replied Okuda. I've brought the tail around again. We just can't tell here on the bridge, between the gimbals and the computer stabilization. Good work. We may need that drive as a shield. Understood. Abson realized he was still talking too much, but he could hardly stop himself. All of his experience counted for little in a battle he felt completely unqualified to visualize. He was barely able to keep up with the pace, so much faster than in a submarine. Then he realized what he was doing wrong, and scolded himself. Stop trying to take control of the situation. Okuda's the pilot. He's really fighting the ship. Take a step back, Henrik, and nudge people. Don't steer them. A score of single-warhead missiles curved inward now, approaching the seemingly helpless enemy. The bridge held its breath as the ring of rockets closed in, converging on the alien ship. Klaxons blared as several things happened at once. The target on the screen leaped toward Orion, its drive flaring, avoiding the missile attack. "Collision! Alert! Collision! Alert!" blared the automated voice, over and over. Okuda's fingers danced over his controls as the ship shuddered with drive bomb-induced G-forces. Gyros screamed, and the gimbaled bridge swung wildly. Con, sensors, bogies from the drones. Each enemy drone launched a hypervelocity missile, which lined up on Orion with frightening velocity. Fire! Yelled Abson desperately as he saw his quarry closing at high speed. If they ram us, we're all dead. Fair trade for the home planet. Ford, fire!
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it. at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.